How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. The Bike Fighter here. This is sort of a follow-up from my previous video where I've introduced my new bike, the Harley Davidson Sport Glide, my very first Harley. I've recently changed from a Kawasaki Z900. So yeah, in this video what I want to do is basically give you a walk around of the actual bike, show you what's what sort of mods, accessories, basically everything that has been done on the bike. So yeah, if you're interested in that, stay tuned, like and subscribe. So just going to find a quiet place to stop and we'll jump straight into our content for today. Right guys, so here we are. This is the Harley Davidson Sport Glide. I absolutely love this bike. This is the 2020 model. When I got it, it wasn't brand new, so I only got this a couple of months ago. It had about 2,000 miles on board, but it was a very good package because it already came with a lot of mods and upgrades and accessories. So yeah, we're just gonna have a quick look around. I'll show you what's what. Obviously this is not a review of the bike. I'm not gonna go into the actual specs and stuff like that. I'm sure if you guys are interested in this bike, I'm sure you've seen some other proper in detail review. So this is just a an introduction of my new Sport Glide. So let's start with the front. We have these I think they're called like mustache engine guards. I quite like the look of them. Apparently these also serve as highway foot pegs. I don't find them very comfortable, but that's just me. I just find it like when you stretch your legs in front, considering your arms are in front as well, probably these are a little bit too high, and yeah, it's just not very comfortable for me. But these are mainly to protect the bike, so that's that. We also have some floorboard installed. This is my very first time using floorboards. I must say they're quite comfortable, so if you were ever wondering whether you should install some floorboards or not, go for it. I like the fact that with the floorboards you can choose how you want to keep your feet, whether it's like this or like this or like that, or like, you know, there's so many positions to make it comfortable. So yeah, that's a really good plus. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Now this bike already comes with stage 1 upgrades. For those who are new to Harleys, normally there are 4 upgrades: stage 1, 2, 3 and 4. With stage 1 you get the pipes. So obviously these are not the stock pipes, these are the Vance and Hines pipes, which look absolutely amazing, and also the air filter, the Screaming Eagle air filter. I will show you how this bike sounds in a second, but yeah, look wise it looks amazing. What else? So we're just looking at accessories. Windshield. So normally the Sport Glide comes with almost like a 2 fingers, I don't know how much that is in inch or centimeters, but it's a very small windscreen. It's a light smoked windscreen. I find that it's a little bit too short. Now the previous owner had a different windscreen exactly the same size, but it was clear. I wasn't a fan of how the clear looks like, but I did like the length. I think this was bought from Motea. So this is not Harley. 5 inch, I think this is 5 inch, maybe I'm wrong, but it really depends on what you prefer. I personally feel, and I know some people will disagree, that's completely fine, but I personally think that the short one was a little bit too short, whilst this one, the taller one, nicely complements this mini bat fairing. It's almost like a small street glide, let's put it this way. With the short one, I felt it was almost like, you know, it has this nice curves and then all of a sudden it's just cut off, right? Now if this would have been any taller, it wouldn't look as pretty in my eyes, you know, but I think like this it's absolutely perfect. What else? Heated grips, so the grips have been changed, and then you have the heated the adjustment here, so they're quite useful. I never actually had heated grips before. I've tried these and they work pretty well. This thing here, just like a cap, Harley Davidson motorcycle with the skull. The previous owner has also done this. I think this is lacquered, so I can't take it off. And these things here, some more protections here as well, left and at the back as well. What else? So most of these accessories and upgrades were already done by the previous owner. The two that I've done, I've changed the windscreen from clear to dark. I like how the dark smoke looks like. I've added a quad lock wireless charger. This is very easy to install because Harley Davidson already comes with a USB port just here, so yeah, it's just a case of clamping this there and then sticking the cable in. And I started taking my wife on a bike, so she loved it, but she needed some extra protection, so I've added this Sissy bar now, which doesn't look too bad. It's okay. I'm not sure whether I'm a fan of how it looks or not, but it's fine. I've seen some taller ones, some shorter ones. This is kind of like a standard size. This is actually the original Harley. It comes in 3 parts, just so you know. So first you'll need the bar itself, and then you'll need the backrest, which comes in different models, different prices, and then you will also need a docking station, which replaces these things where the bags lock, and it basically gives you space to mount this as well as the bags. So that's that. So it makes it easy when I ride with my partner. She absolutely loves that. What else? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, it's right in front of me, this seat here. This is not a standard stock seat. I can't really compare with the stock seat because I've only test rode this bike once before. All I can say, even last time when I test rode this bike with the stock seat, it felt very, very comfortable, considering I'm coming from a Kawasaki Z900, where the seat on a sports bikes, it's like a piece of bread, you know, it's like a slice of bread. It's very thin, so those seats are not very comfortable, but stock one was pretty good, and this one is amazing. I think this is called the Sundowner seat, so I love the way it looks. It goes well with this as well, and yeah, it feels very, very comfortable. In general, not so much of an upgrade, but there are a few things which I really loved about the bike. I like the fact that you can quickly unclip this if you want to go for more of a naked look. Same with the bags. It's very easy to just slide them out or put them back in. To be honest, I just keep them all the time. Just throw in all sorts of stuff that I need for the road, you know, to clean my visor and water and stuff like that. So it's quite handy to have the bags. And honestly, when you look from the back, the bags, they are not any wider than the engine guards. So yeah, it's pretty good. So I think that's pretty much it. All I can say is that I absolutely love this bike. I think I already have, so I got this when it had about 2,500. Let's have a quick look. I'm not sure if you can see here, 4,200, so I'm close to my 5,000 mile service. So I've done about maybe 1,500, 1,700 miles already on it in just a couple of weeks. So yeah, I love it. I'm glad I've changed from a sports bike to a Harley. I never dreamed of owning a Harley, it just sort of happened. And I actually almost forgot, I did promise I'm going to show you how the bike sounds. Now, quick disclaimer, obviously it's hard to tell the sound of a bike through a video. In fact, depending on how you record the sound of the bike, it can sound different. For example, I can record this with my GoPro and I can record with my phone, and you can see that there will be a difference. So it's hard to judge, but at the same time it's almost like listening to music on your phone without any headphones and going to a club. It's also about feeling the bike itself, and I think with Harley you have to really feel the bike. So let's see how it goes, but trust me, face to face, all I'm trying to say is that face to face it sounds much better. As I said, these are not the stock exhaust. This is the stage 1 upgrade with the Vance and Hines. I think there are different types of Vance and Hines. Obviously you have the straight ones, long, straight, short. I might be wrong. If I am, please correct me in the comments, but I think these are the big radials, I think they're called. Anyway, let's see how it sounds. Right, so what I'll do now, I'll show you another recording from my phone just so you can see the difference of how it sounds from a different device. Right, so let's do exactly the same from an iPhone. So if you have enjoyed this video, if you want to learn more about my journey on my very first Harley, if you are interested in a sport glide, hit that like button and subscribe to support my channel, and I will see you in my next video.